Good day, my name is Biboy Dilloson, Betmic 1B. I will discuss about the mathematics modern in the world. Una, statistic introduction and definitions. The science of conducting studies to collect, organize, summarize, analyze, and draw conclusion from data is called statistic. It is a sport. It is used almost all fields of human endeavor such as sport, education, health, research, and among others. Statistical analysis are used to manipulate, summarize, and investigate data for a useful decision-making information result. Ronald Almer Spears is the father of statistics. He was born on 1890 and he died on July 29, 1962. British statistician and geneticist who pioneered the application of statistical procedures to the design of scientific experiment. We have two types of statistics. One is the descriptive statistic. Consists of methods for collection, organizations, and summarization and presentation of data information. We have example construction of graph, charts, and tables, and the calculation of various descriptive measures such as average, variation, and percentiles. Pangalawa, inferential statistics. Consists of methods for drawing and measuring the reliability of conclusions about a population based on information obtained from a sample of the population. After collection, organization, summarization, and presentation of data, descriptive inferential statistic is used to determine the findings and draw conclusion respectively. The descriptive statistics and inferential statistics are interrelated. Use descriptive statistic to organize and summarize the obtained information from sample before carrying out on inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics lead us to appropriate inferential method. For population and sample. Population. The population of all individuals or items under consideration in a statistical study. The sample, that part of the population from which information is obtained, for example in a certain study about statistics. University with 6,589 students. The 6,589 students is the populations. Hence, if the researcher randomly selected class A with 44 students, with the 44 student is the sample. Sample is the representative of the populations. Magtungo naman tayo sa language sa pangalawang topics, language of sets. Language of sets, the use of the word set, formal mathematic terms, was introduced in 1897 by George Cantor. In 1845-1918, set is a collection of elements. For instance, if C is the set of all countries that are currently in the United Nations, then the United States in an elements of C. There are two ways to specify a set. Set builder notation. Topics naman tayo. Patterns and number in nature and the world. Patterns in nature are visible regularities of form found in the natural world. These patterns recur in different contexts and can sometimes be modeled mathematically. Natural patterns includes symmetries, trees, spiral, meanders, wave, bones, tessellation, rocks, and stripes. We have types of patterns in nature. symmetry indicates that you can draw imaginary line across an objects and the resulting parts are mirror images of each other. There are two types of symmetry, reflective and rational symmetry. Pangalawa, reflective symmetry means that one half of an image is the mirror image of the one half. It is also sometimes referred to as line or bilateral symmetry. Like animal mainly have reflective symmetries. Leaves and others plants and flowers also have types of symmetry. Bilateral symmetry is also evidence in humans. Look into a mirror and see how the left and the right side of your face or body are the same. The Vitruvian Man was created by Leonardo da Vinci around 1492. It is based on an explanation written by that represents the perfect proportions of the human being. Vitruvius also wrote that a building should be symmetric and proportionated to be beautiful. Both attributes can be found in the nature and there is no more perfect natures. Example in symmetry and proportion than the human body. Sa pangatlong types of symmetry is rotational symmetry. Means that the objects or image can be turned around the center points and match itself some number of times. Includes in these types are 3 fold symmetries, 4-fold symmetry, 5-fold symmetry, and 6-fold symmetry. The angle of rational symmetry is the smallest angle for which the figure can be rotated to coincide with itself. The order of symmetry is the number of times the figure coincides with itself as it rotates through 360 degree. To compute the angle of rotation, we have the formula for Fibonacci sequences. Fibonacci, also known as Leonardo Bonacci, Leonardo of Pisa or Leonardo Bigolo Pisano, was an Italian mathematician from the Republic of the Pisa. Considered to be the most talented Western mathematician of the Middle Ages. Origin of the Fibonacci sequence was discovered after an investigate on the reproduction of rabbits. About growing populations of rabbits, suppose a newly reborn pairs of rabbits, one male and one female, are put in the fields. Rabbits are able to mate at the age of 1 month, so that's the end of the second month a female can be produce another pair of rabbits. A Fibonacci sequence is an integers in the infinite sequence like 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 1, 3, of which the first two terms are 1 and 1, and each succeeding terms is the sum of the two immediately preceding. How many pairs will be there in 1 year? Pair will be there at the end of a year. Mathematics for our world. We have seen in the preceding lessons how evidence mathematics is in natural world, especially how the patterns that we observed in nature follow logical and mathematical structures. It is therefore important that we learn mathematical concepts and apply them in solving societal problems. Mathematics for organization. A lot of events happens around us in the blink of an eye. Several children have already been born, liters of water have been consumed, and thousands of comments, pictures in FB Hub. been posting for us to make sense of all available information. We need mathematical tools to help us make sound analysis and better decisions. Example, a particular store can gather data on the shopping habits of its customer and make necessary adjustment to help drive sales. Scientists can plot bird migration routes to help conserve endangered animal population. Social media analysis can crunch all online posting using software to gauge the netizen sentiments on particular issues or personalities. For mathematics for prediction, it is sometimes said that history repeats itself. As much as we can use mathematic models using existing data to generate analysis and interpretations, we can also use them to make predictions. Applying the concept of probability, expert can calculate the chance of an event occurring. Example, based on historical patterns, meteorologists can make forecasts to help us prepare for our day-to-day activities. They can also warn us of weather disturbances that can affect our activities for weeks or months. Astronomers also use patterns to predict the occurrence of meteor showers or eclipse on the nights of the May 25, 27 to 2021. Observers in Oceania, Hawaii, Eastern Asia, and Antarctica will see a lunar eclipse that coincides with the moon's closest approach to the Earth, making it supermoon eclipse that will turn the moon reddish, all known as a blood moon. The dates of this eclipse span 2 days because the area it will be visible spans the international dates line. Mathematics for control. We have demonstrated by means of example around us the patterns are definitely present in the universe. There seems to be an underlying mathematical structure in the way that natural objects and phenomena behave. The following observation of nature as well as their interaction and relation could be more elegantly described by means of mathematical equation. Like photographers could capture a single moment through snapshot. Videographers could record events as they unfold. Painters and sculptors could create masterpieces in interpreting their surrounding. Poets could use beautiful words to describe an object. Musicians could be captured and reproduce sounds that they hear. Mathematics is indispensable. How is it possible that mathematics is a product of human thought that is independent of experience, fits so excellently the objects of reality? Albert Einstein. It was highlighted how mathematics plays a hug role in the underpinnings of our worlds. We have seen it in living creatures and natural phenomena. We have also looked at example of how mathematical concepts could be applied. Whether you are on your way to becoming a doctor, an engineering, an accountant, a public servant, or achieve a knowledge of mathematics will be helpful. At the most basic level, logical reasoning and critical thinking are crucial skills that are needed in any endeavors such as the study of mathematics should be embraced as it paves the way for more educated, decisions, and in a way brings us closer to understanding the natural world. This is my topics about mathematics in the modern world.